Hi, I'm using a medium strength loop band today. You are welcome to use a lighter strength or heavier that suits your body best today. So when you're ready, let's begin the class. We're going to start the class with some standing exercises and then we'll move on to the mat. So let's bring the band around the thigh. Alright, I'm going to bring it quite high up here. Just kind of like hugging your thighs. Alright, so now we're going to stand upright, feet parallel, lifting up the spine and find your most tallest standing position here. Arms long by the side, standing roll down. Take an in breath. And as we exhale, we're going to curl the head down and then gradually articulate the spine all the way down, pulling the abdominal into the back, softening through the knees as you go through the lower spine, and the pelvis comes forward with you and stay at the bottom. Now I want you to really still hold on to your abdominal here. So pull the abdominal into your back. Then as we exhale, we roll up again. We want to make sure that we don't push back in the legs, but we're instead pulling up in the legs and the thigh as we roll the spine all the way up. And feeling the pulling out of the thigh bone here, resisting the band as you stand. Take an in breath. And exhale, down we go with the head. Rolling through the spine. The arms are kind of nice and easy. See if you can keep the palms facing each other. The abdominal drawing up to your back. Inhaling at the bottom. And exhale, abdominal pulling up. Rolling up the spine again. And come all the way up to a standing position. We got one more time. In breath. And exhale. Down again. Abs in your back, rolling the spine, articulating. In breath. Exhale, abdominal pulling up. We roll up, and we come to a nice standing position here. Let's go into some standing footwork. So we go ahead and bend the knee, pull out in the bend. Just make sure the knees are still pointing forward here. And the arms can come forward, the back is upright. And then we lift up the spine. Again, we inhale, we go down. Exhale. I like how the band is really working against your thigh here. In breath. And exhale. We want to watch the alignment of the legs as we bend and stretch the legs. And in breath. Exhale. Lifting up abdominal, lifting up the spine. 2 more in and last one. Let's stay down here. Hold onto abdominal here. Now lift both heels up, rising up and down. Hold the balance right here. Up and down. In breath and lift and down and lift and down. Abdominal is on here. We're working hard here. We're working to find our balance and pressing the balls of the feet down as you lift the heels up. Watch that you do not roll over your ankle. And down. 2 more. Lift and down. Last one. Lift and hold. Stay. Balance. Arms up to the T. We stay here. Find your balance for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep pushing away the band. 8, 9, and 10. And come back down and lift up. Good work. All right, shake it out a little bit. All right, now hands are here. Bring your right foot forward. Hold onto abdominal here. I want you to lift the thigh up to 90-90 here. Find your balance. And lower. I'm going to bring my band a little bit lower here. And lift. And lower. So we're pulling up here, we're lengthening the spine, and we're holding strong the abdominal. Just watch you don't hike the pelvis up as you lift the leg up. And lift. And down. Plant the standing foot downward, lift the spine upward. Lift. And down. 2 more. And down. Last one, stay. Arms out. Balance again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hip flexors are working. 5, 4, 3, 2, good job. Release down. Let's switching side. Take the other foot forward. All right, plant the standing foot down and we'll lift. Lower. Lower. Centers on. Lower. 3 more. 2. Last. We hold onto the leg, arms out, stay for 10, 9. Have that nice strong base happening here. 7, 6, 5, 4. We grow taller. 3, 2. Brilliant work. And take it down. Good job. All right, go ahead and bend the knee here. Stabilize the pelvis. Right leg will slide out. 1 and in. And 2. Again, still feeling that zipping up action in the abdominal as you straighten the leg out. So we want to avoid this hitching. Right, stable pelvis. 3 more with the legs. 2 more. Last one. Again, down we go. Hold it up, straight out. And in. Watch that pelvis. I just corrected mine. And 3. And 4. You can hold onto this hip, so making sure that this hip doesn't hitch up as you straighten the leg out. So keep it down. Right, you can really feel it here. Give yourself a little tactile cue. Out, and now let's count. 3 more. 3, 2, last. Straighten up. Good job. All right, let's go down to the floor. We are going to adjust our bend. Mine's all curled up. So, right, keep the bend on the thighs. All right, feet parallel, hands underneath, and go ahead and roll the spine down carefully to our supine position. Adjust the feet in line with the sit bone. Again, I want you to feel pushing out, attraction against the band as we lie on our back. Arms long by our side here. Right, now take an in breath. As we exhale, draw in the abdominal, pulling in and up. And I want you to go ahead and go deeper until your lower back printed down onto the floor. Right, we call that a posterior tilt. And then we release back to our starting position and then continue the journey arching the other way to an anterior tilt. Exhale, abdominal in. It's all abdominal to press the lower back down. We are not squeezing the glutes here. And then lengthen through the spine and arch over to the other side. And exhale, abdominal, abdominal to imprint the back. And then release, arching, 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 anterior tilt. Exhale, the abdominal. I really want you to access that lower triangle part of the abdominal. Pull that triangle to the belly button. Bring the belly button down to the floor. Lengthen the lower back to the floor. And then release back. And arch the other way to the anterior tilt. Exhale. Imprint to a posterior tilt. In breath. Arching to an anterior tilt. We are rocking the pelvis, mobilizing the pelvis, mobilizing our base here. In breath, arch. And again, last one. Exhale, imprint. And then inhale, arching. And come back to your start position. And let's go to our pelvic curl. We breathe out. Again, still traction the bend outward with the thigh. Exhale, we pull in the abdominal, imprint the back. Then the hamstring. Lift the pelvis. Peel the spine up. We'll finish the articulation with our glutes, our back, and more abs to counteract those actions. In breath. Exhale, we go down. We imprint the back, bone by bone. Press the back down, bone by bone. And you come back to your start position. So neither posterior, neither anterior, somewhere in between. You gotta find where your comfortable is. And exhale, we draw in the abdominal, imprint the back, that will be rocking. And we're gonna press the pelvis out, use the hamstring, peel the spine into a beautiful diagonal position here. In breath. And exhale, down we go, pressing the back, bone by bone. Release back to the start position. In breath. And exhale. Imprint the abdominal, lower back, peel up the spine, press up to that diagonal bridging position. Arms are active, reach the arm to your feet. In breath. Exhale, lower down, lower down, lower down, and release. Beautiful work. Okay, now find your comfortable start position, your neutral pelvis here. Secure the abdominal. We want to avoid rocking of the pelvis as you breathe out. As you breathe out, losing my voice there, drawing the abdominal, take the left leg up to a tabletop position. Knee over hip, foot in line with the knee, so 90-90. Stable pelvis, stable center, lower the leg down as we inhale. Moving from the hip joint, we'll lift and we'll lower. So do me a favor here. I want you to really go deep in your engagement of the abdominal. I want you to really draw up from the base of the pelvis upward to your belly button and wrap the waistline into the belly button and secure that area as you lift the leg up. I want the tension abdominal to be down towards the floor without pressing that lower back down to the floor. So, support that neutral spine. Support the neutral pelvis. Try not to flatten the lower back down to the floor or take the pelvis to a posterior tilt. Exhale, one last, and lift. Stay in that 90-90. We're going to do a little pulses here. Press the thigh a little bit towards you. And slight release. In and slight release. Pull. So press against the bench. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We take the leg down. Reset the other side. Breathe in, breathe out, abdominal drawing in and down to the floor. Lift the other leg up, keep it stable in the pelvis, and we lower in breath. We exhale, lower in breath. We exhale. Again, the movement comes from the hip socket, keeping the knee nice and stable. Lower. And lift, just checking that my pelvis is even on both sides. It's looking good there. Last 2. Last one, we stay. Little pull. 1, pull. 2, 3. 2 more. Last one, stay. Leg changes. Tiptoe the other foot on the floor. Now we switch the leg as we breathe out. One goes down, one goes up. Bam. Exhale. Again, keep the abdominal connection on all the time. And change. And change. And change. And change. Last set. Last one. Beautiful work. Both leg comes up to the tabletop here. Open the arms to a T position. Spine to a supine. Press the back of the arms down. Let's rotate towards me. As we inhale, we move the pelvis from the waist over to the side. Exhale. Back to center. Inhale, lower to the other side. As we exhale, think about the upper abdominal. So we're going to pull the ribs down to the floor, followed by the waist and the pelvis. Inhale over to the other side. Exhale, ribs comes back to the floor, the waist and the pelvis. Inhale, over. Exhale, ribs, waist, pelvis. Again, over. Pressing the back of the arm down to the floor. Exhale. In breath. One more each side. In breath. Last one. All right, lower one foot, second, good job. All right, spread the feet apart, hands behind your head for our chest lift here. Take an in breath. As we exhale, abdominal drawing in, lift the head and the chest up. Press against that band there. In breath. Exhale, we come down. In breath. Exhale, lift. In breath, hold. Exhale, down. In breath. Exhale. In breath, hold. And exhale back. Two more. Have a look at the abdominal. Make sure the abdominal stays down towards the floor. As you lift the chest up, we want to avoid pushing out of the belly. And come back down. The next exhale will stay up. Exhale will lift and stay. Reach the arms forward. Hands next to each other. Add rotation here. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. And rotate. And center. Keep the hands right in front of the chest or in line with the sternum and rotate from the waist as you rotate or go over to one side, center, and over to the other side and center. Exhale over, inhale, center. Exhale over, inhale, center. Last one here and center. We hold, hands back behind the head and down we go. Good work. All right, release those arms down by the side. Okay, step the feet further out slightly. Now, hold the center. Take the leg closer to me, up to 90-90. Hold that. Extend the knee up. One, abdominal drawing in, center. Again, pull the belly down, extend. Two, in breath. And pull the belly down, extend. Three, in breath. Down, four, in breath. One more. Down, five, stay. Flex the ankle. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. Try to straighten the leg as much as you can. Point. Last one. And point. We bend. We lower the leg next to the other foot. Stabilize the pelvis. Reset. And abdominal drawing in. Other leg up to tabletop. 90-90. Hold the thigh bone. Straighten the leg. 1. We fall. So pull away from the bend as you extend the knee. Stretch it up. And 2 more. And last one. Stay. We hold. Flex. And point. Flex. And point. Flex. And point. 2 more. And point. Last one. And point. Hold that. Bend. And lower. Good job. All right. Turn your body facing sideways. Bottom arm goes out. Nice and long. Underneath the head. Stack the legs together. Knees together. I want the feet to be in line with the pelvis here. All right. Now. Engage the underneath abdominal here, the waistline, the obliques. All right, make sure the spine is in a nice straight line. Right, to our clams. We breathe out. Belly in, open. Push out, pelvis is stable. lower in-breath. Belly in, open. Pelvis is stable, lower. Again, belly, knee. Close, belly, knee. Close, out. Down, 3 more. Open. Down, 2. Open. Down. Last one, we're going to stay. In, open, and hold. Hold the belly, hold the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep pushing out. 2, 1. Beautiful work. Good work. All right. Legs forward, 90-90 in front of you. All right. Same thing here. Lifting the underneath waistline. Pull in the belly. And then push upward. Like as if you're sitting on a chair. And lower. Belly. Push upward 2. And lower. 3. And lower. 4. And lower. 5. And lower. 3 more. Hang on down. 6. 2 more. 7. Last one. 8. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. And release. Good work. Push yourself up. Switch. All right, so we've got the clams. Thighs together. Feet in line. Lifting the underneath side. All right, here we are. Pull it in. Push out. 1. And out. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. 8. Hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Okay, 90-90 in front of you. All right, here we go again. Abdominal in, press up 1. And close. 2. And close. 3. Hold the abdominal. And close. 4. Close. 5. And close. Good work. And 6. And close. Second side is a little bit more challenging because we already used up the strength from the first side. And 2 more. Last one. And we're going to hold it. Stay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Release. Good work. Come up. Push yourself up. Go upside down. Rolling up bone by bone. Bone by bone. Bone by bone. Good job. Well done. Well done for completing the class today. Excellent work. I'll see you back on the mat tomorrow for class number 2. Have a good day.
If you enjoyed this video, you will love my free 6-day intermittent challenge. Click the first link in the comments and join us in getting fit, strong, and feel energized. This 6-day challenge is taken from my 28 days intermittent Pilates program. If you would like to join the full 28 days, you'll find the link to my Flow with Mira membership in the description.